Hello everyone. What if we told you that medicine will change beyond recognition in the next few years? And it's already changing every single day. What's driving it? Of course, artificial intelligence. Today, AI can analyze scans in seconds and detect what even the human eye might miss. It can predict disease risks long before the first symptoms show up, and it's helping develop new drugs. AI is the technology that's permanently transforming healthcare. In this episode, we'll show you how AI is becoming the backbone of healthcare, bringing accuracy, speed, and accessibility, from first appointment to complex surgery. This is World 5.0. Let's go! The very first use of AI in medicine was a system called MYCIN. Developed in the 70s at Stanford University, it was designed to help doctors diagnose and treat bacterial infections. Using a rule-based approach, MYCIN analyzed patient data and suggested the most effective antibiotics. Even though it was never used in real-world practice, mostly due to ethical and legal concerns, MYCIN laid the groundwork for everything that came after. It became a foundational step in the journey of bringing AI into healthcare. Today, AI in medicine has skyrocketed in both capability and impact. In medical settings, two of the most common roles are clinical decision support and image analysis. Decision support tools guide doctors in choosing treatments and prescribing medications. They also help with mental health and other patient needs. The key? Instant access to data and research, tailored to each case. In medical imaging, AI is used to analyze CT scans, X-rays, MRIs, and more, spotting lesions or abnormalities that a human radiologist might miss. And that was only the first step. AI's role in medicine goes far beyond that, but more on that later. The COVID-19 pandemic gave a serious boost to the development of AI in medicine. Around the world, healthcare organizations began testing AI-powered technologies, including algorithms for patient monitoring and screening. And here's a fact. Did you know that an AI system called Blue Dot detected early signs of COVID-19 before the World Health Organization officially declared the pandemic? Well, now you do. By analyzing global air travel patterns, Blue Dot predicted the outbreak would hit 11 cities across Asia. And guess what? It was right. Just recently, Cedars-Sinai and Redesign Health announced the launch of a new AI-powered platform. It's designed to enable personalized medicine, streamline hospital workflows, and support clinical decision-making. The system analyzes massive amounts of patient data to build tailored treatment plans, improve care coordination, and boost overall efficiency across medical facilities. It also gives doctors the tools to make smarter, real-time decisions based on live data. And this is only the beginning. Although research is still ongoing and universal standards for using AI in medicine are still being defined, the potential of AI to support doctors, researchers, and the patients they serve continues to grow. At this point, there's no doubt that AI will become a core part of the digital health systems shaping and sustaining modern medicine. So let's take a closer, dare I say surgical look, at how artificial intelligence is being used in modern medicine. Let's imagine an average patient. We'll call him Henry. He's 35 years old and works a typical office job. Now, we'll follow Henry through a few different health scenarios and see how AI could step in to help along the way. Let's start simple. Henry isn't sick. He uses smart devices to monitor his health, along with a dedicated app on his phone. AI tracks his sleep, heart rate, activity levels, and nutrition. Based on patterns in the data, his virtual assistant suggests increasing daily movement and cutting back on caffeine. It also predicts potential health risks, like type 2 diabetes or hypertension, using lifestyle habits, genetics, and family history. Henry receives personalized guidance like, "You're in the stress risk zone. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique and take a break every 50 minutes." In this case, AI acts as a digital therapist and coach. One day, Henry's office job finally takes its toll, and he ends up with a persistent headache, so he turns to AI for help in figuring out what's going on. Today, AI platforms such as OpenEvidence and Ada Health, built on large language models, are beginning to play the role of digital first-line diagnostics. Trained on millions of medical documents and clinical guidelines, they can analyze reported symptoms, ask follow-up questions, and match likely causes with medical data. Henry tells his virtual therapist he's had a dull pain in his forehead for the past 2 weeks. The AI reviews the context, recent stress, a sedentary lifestyle, and poor sleep. It recommends a few simple next steps: checking his vision, possibly eye strain, taking a short anxiety questionnaire, and running a basic neuro assessment through his camera by analyzing pupil movement and facial micro-expressions. Based on the input, the AI concludes that the headache is most likely tension-related and stress-induced, and recommends an in-person follow-up if symptoms don't improve within 48 hours. Here, AI functions as a triage system, helping prioritize care. Unfortunately, the headache didn't go away, and Henry had to see a doctor. During the visit, he noticed something different. The doctor barely touched a computer or any paperwork. The office was equipped with Ambient AI, so everything being discussed was recorded automatically, including symptoms, medical history, and recommendations. All of this turned into a structured medical note by system in real time. As a result, the visit ended quickly, and the doctor didn't have to stay late finishing docs. This kind of experience became possible thanks to breakthroughs in natural language processing in healthcare. Between 2020 and 2025, AI-powered documentation tools dramatically reduced the administrative burden on physicians, allowing them to focus more on patient care. A great example is Reed Health. The institution reported major improvements after adopting ambient generative AI. The technology reduced documentation time by 86%, cut after-hours paperwork by 34%, and improved processing speed by 87%. These changes helped free up doctors from admin overload. So, let's turn back to Henry. Following the appointment, his doctor referred him for a brain MRI, and the results came back almost instantly. The diagnosis was clear: a vasospasm. What enabled that kind of speed and accuracy? You got it, AI. In Henry's case, an algorithm trained on millions of images detected a tiny vascular anomaly and delivered an accurate diagnosis. Today, AI plays a major role in medical imaging. For example, it's already proven effective in detecting lung cancer. Similar evidence exists for brain MRIs and thyroid ultrasounds. Meanwhile, Google Health's Llama model reached 99% accuracy in detecting breast cancer. And interestingly, it worked even faster when paired with a human radiologist. In Henry's case, the AI highlighted a region of interest on the scan, suggested 5 differential diagnoses with confidence levels, and compared the case to a database of thousands of similar images. The radiologist confirmed the diagnosis and prescribed the treatment. In this scenario, AI served as a specialist's assistant, fast, precise, and explainable. After the MRI revealed a vascular anomaly, Henry was admitted to the hospital for observation and treatment. But don't worry, he's in good hands. His room is connected to a continuous monitoring system, where AI analyzes data 24/7 from the heart monitor, pulse oximeter, and IV drip in real time. Today, medical devices like cardiac monitors can already track vital signs, while AI collects that data and looks for more complex conditions, like sepsis. A partner working with IBM developed an AI model to help premature infants that's 75% more accurate at detecting severe sepsis. And by the way, the nurses in this AI-powered hospital have more time for Henry than they would in a traditional setting. Why? Because AI takes care of most of the routine work. In New Jersey, for example, a virtual nurse has claimed make nurses and patients happier. Real nurses can focus on higher-level tasks and direct care, while virtual assistants handle monitoring and documentation. As a result, patients report feeling more supported and better cared for during their stay. And here's the crazy fact. In China, researchers at Tsinghua University have launched the world's first fully virtual AI hospital, called Agent Hospital. For now, it doesn't treat real patients. It functions more like a sandbox environment, a controlled simulation where the entire system can be tested and refined. But this isn't just a flashy tech demo. Staffed entirely by AI doctors and nurses across 21 specialties, from cardiology to neurology, it can diagnose, treat, and educate with startling efficiency. These AI physicians scored over 93% on the US medical licensing exam and can handle tens of thousands of patient cases in just days. It also serves as a powerful training ground for future doctors, offering risk-free simulations of rare and complex conditions. While virtual hospitals are still in the testing phase, AI is already hard at work in real-world scenarios, for example, helping reduce the risk of complications during or after surgery. A study published in Future Cardiology describes how Greek researchers developed an AI model to predict the risk of left bundle branch block in patients undergoing transcatheter aortic valve implantation. LBBB is a serious complication that can lead to heart failure or the need for a pacemaker. The researchers tested a range of approaches, including large language models, traditional algorithms, and XGBoost, a gradient-boosting machine learning library. XGBoost delivered the highest accuracy, while GPT-4 showed strong performance using chain-of-thought reasoning. And what about Henry's medications? Yes, AI plays a role here too. Since 2021, artificial intelligence has become an essential part of personalized medicine. In Henry's case, it means his treatment plan isn't created by the doctor alone. It also incorporates AI recommendations based on his genetic profile, medical history, and risk factors. This method is already being applied in cancer care. For example, the US-based platform Tempus analyzes a patient's DNA and suggests targeted therapies based on identified mutations, increasing both precision and treatment effectiveness. Even if something goes off track, Henry's health data is constantly updated and analyzed. At the first sign of trouble, AI immediately alerts the medical staff. Anyway, the treatment went well, and Henry is back home, feeling great. But AI continues to monitor his recovery. It reminds him to take his medication and regularly runs short health check-ins. If any readings fall outside the normal range, the system immediately alerts his doctor. When it's time for a follow-up visit, AI takes care of that too, automatically scheduling an appointment based on both Henry's and his physician's availability. Recently, Epic, one of the leading electronic health record providers, introduced an AI-powered tool that automates follow-up scheduling. It communicates with patients via text message and offers available time slots. This significantly reduces the workload on administrative staff. Let's hope Henry stays healthy from here on out. By the way, the doctors who treated Henry ran a retrospective analysis. With the help of AI, they discovered that his treatment could have been even more effective with a slightly different drug formulation. That very version is now undergoing clinical trials, and AI played a key role in its development. Since 2020, artificial intelligence has been increasingly used in drug discovery. By simulating biological processes, it can test in weeks what used to take years. This not only accelerates research, but also dramatically reduces development costs. Take AlphaFold, for example, the system developed by DeepMind that accurately predicted the structure of over 200 million proteins, paving the way for the design of new molecules with specific properties. Another platform, Insilico Medicine, has already advanced an AI-generated drug into clinical trials, from molecular structure to mechanism of action. According to the company's founder, it's the first fully generative AI-designed drug to reach Phase 2 human trials. Complex biomedical data, from genomics and proteomics to pharmacodynamics, is no longer a barrier. AI handles volumes of information that humans simply couldn't process on their own. Speaking of doctors, someone has to know how to use all this AI potential. That training needs to begin today. The Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York became one of the first institutions in the world to officially integrate generative AI into its curriculum. On May 5, 2025, they launched a ChatGPT-based platform that complies with HIP AA privacy standards. This isn't just an experiment, it's a fully fledged educational tool for training future physicians. Students use AI to analyze clinical scenarios, get explanations for complex topics, generate study materials and treatment plans, and practice clinical reasoning through simulations. The goal is simple: to prepare professionals for a future where technology and medicine go hand in hand. Because when patients like Henry regularly interact with AI systems, doctors must understand how these systems work and where their limits lie. You might be wondering, what about data privacy? The answer lies in a technique called federated learning, first introduced by Google in 2016. It's a way to train AI models on data that never leaves the user's device like a smartphone or a local clinic. Instead of gathering all the data in one central location, the model is trained locally. Then only the updates, the gradients, are sent to a central server, where they're aggregated. The actual data remains private and secure on the device. This approach is especially important for international research and collaborations, where access to sensitive data has been a major barrier to progress for decades. Henry's story is just one possible patient journey, but it's important to understand AI isn't limited to isolated cases or specific clinical tasks. It's transforming the very architecture of healthcare. Today, AI is becoming a powerful ally, from diagnosis to recovery at home. It helps doctors make more accurate decisions, prevents errors, optimizes treatment, reduces costs, and makes care more accessible. But beyond these immediate effects, there's a much larger shift underway. We're stepping into a new era of healthcare system, one that's personalized, predictive, and proactive. A system where information no longer gets lost, where patients get help when they actually need it, and where doctors can focus on what truly matters: human connection, empathy, communication. AI isn't just a tool, it's a key answer to the toughest challenges in modern healthcare: aging populations, shortage of specialists, rising costs, and global crises like pandemics. From rural clinics to research hospitals, from daily routines to groundbreaking drug discovery, AI is already helping build a healthcare system that's more resilient, more equitable, and smarter. And this is just the beginning. Take care of your health, friends, so you won't need medicine or hospitals at all. Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know what topics you'd like to see next. This was World 5.0. See you next time.